You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made, Bostonian flow, I kick it back there. Yeah, I got game, got in a fan way. We the city of the champs, every sport we play. Spit wetter than the harbor, yeah, I'm flowing like the Charles. I be speeding on this beat, call it turnpike miles. Yeah, it's Boo signing on.
Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Once a Week. I'm Giannouloudis, and we have part 3 of this message we've been diving into the last few weeks. If you haven't seen the last 2 weeks' messages, then you're going to want to go take a look to make sure all of this lines up for you. Because this rewired process is so powerful, and it takes us to a deeper level in our lives that, truthfully, I don't think many people have ventured into or even knew what's there. But there's breakthrough there. There's life change there. And there's a whole different outlook on your life that you may not have ever been told about before. I find it absolutely incredible. So take a look at part 1 and 2 of this Rewired process, because those 2 messages truly have something powerful in them. But that being said, we're moving right into part 3. And this section is all about dead-end thinking. Now, dead-end thinking is becoming more and more common in the world, and it's sad to see. But with the experiences we go through, which is what last week's video was all about, part 2, it's understandable. When we go through painful moments or a traumatic event, that experience takes up a lot of space in our minds. And how our nervous systems and minds work is that experience or event is constantly getting information run through it, even if we try to run from it. Because we link so many different emotions to that event or experience. It's a memory. And a memory broken down is our brain taking a snapshot of a moment that caused a change in us, for better or worse. So our brain taking a snapshot of a tough moment in life, that links the negative emotions, feelings, and thoughts we had to that given moment. Fear, pain, sadness, anger, whatever it is linked. Now, that being said, take a step back for a second and think about the experiences in life that created the perspective you have on the reality that you live in. The life change moments that weren't necessarily what you wanted, in turn could have been for your best interest, but it's tough to see that at times. But how often have you thought on that moment? How has that moment impacted your thoughts? See, this idea of dead-end thinking. You can't embrace something new if you continue to let what's in the past haunt you. Meaning those old ways of thinking that we had when we went through that life change moment. Our minds constantly sending that fear we felt, that pain we felt, or whatever it was, through our bodies because we sit on those exact same thoughts. The old models and habits we used to follow when our lives were different. See, if we continue to stick to the same thinking and patterns that got us to a dead end, we're constantly getting to that same moment because we've let that experience and memory take up so much space in our lives. So if we felt like we were at a dead end when that occurrence happened, but we continue to think on that occurrence after the fact, where are we? A dead end all over again. No one wants that. You can't embrace something new if you continue to let what's in the past haunt you now. You define who you are in any given moment. Your past experience only has as much power over you as you let it. Leave the dead end thinking behind. This rewired process we've talked about the last few weeks helps you do that. Because like we mentioned in last week's video, The tough experiences take up space, but so do the great experiences. And we choose when those experiences occur. A new experience, a new memory of greater potential that your brain can take a snapshot of will continue that same process we just mentioned. Linking the thoughts and feelings you felt in that moment and sending it through your body to change your entire life. And when you have an experience of greater potential that unlocks a new way of thinking, we understand that we don't have to live by the old ways anymore. We become free and no longer have to sit at a dead end in life. There's always another route to take, but if we are continuously fixated on what occurred in our past and we let that haunt us, we miss out on our chance to experience something great that is meant for us. The pain you felt could lead you to the greatest moment in your life. But if you're fixated on your past, how can you create that future for you? Dead-end thinking is more common than not because we let our past run our lives, constantly inwardly thinking on what occurred and shaping our entire lives by those experiences, instead of living outwardly and trying to create a brighter future for ourselves by those great experiences. We look up to people in the world who don't let their past take them over and they create a future out of where they've been. They didn't get stuck at a dead end, but instead went a different way. When's your turn? Dead end thinking keeps you in your past, but going a different way. Living for a better future, a brighter future, changes everything and creates your better, brighter future. Don't get stuck at the dead end anymore. Your life was meant for more than that. And it is more than that the more you think on that and see that. Look at the other Rewired Process messages. It will help you create that breakthrough in your life. If I can describe it any way, it's powerful. Until next week, guys.
You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made.